Whew, I am so full. That was a delicious dinner, Speaker 2. Your Wiener Schnitzel was absolutely perfect. So crispy and golden.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And you made an excellent potato salad to go with it. It was the perfect Friday night meal after a long week.
It really was. But I think our eyes were bigger than our stomachs. Look at how much food is still on the serving plates.
I know. I always make a little too much, just in case. It looks like we have 2 whole schnitzels left over. And there is a large portion of potato salad still in the bowl.
And we also have these lemon wedges that we didn't use. It seems like a shame to just throw all of this food away.
Oh, we are definitely not throwing it away. This isn't rubbish. This is a future meal waiting to happen. These are what we call leftovers, and they are very valuable.
You are right. We should definitely save them. So, what's the plan? What do we do with all of this delicious leftover food? So, you are saying we should save all of this food for another day. That makes sense.
Of course, it is so important not to waste food. Think about all the time and money that went into buying and preparing this meal. Throwing it away would be like throwing money in the bin.
That's a very good way to think about it. Food waste is a big problem, and this is a small thing we can do to help.
Exactly. And besides saving money and being good for the environment, having leftovers is also incredibly convenient. It means we have a ready-made meal for tomorrow.
So we don't have to cook tomorrow. Now you are talking. That is a fantastic bonus.
It is. It's like a gift from your past self to your future self. A quick and easy lunch or dinner is ready and waiting for you in the refrigerator.
I am starting to see leftovers in a completely new way. They are not just old food, they are an opportunity. So, what is the first step in saving them properly?
The first and most important step is to store the leftovers correctly. We need to find some suitable containers to put the food in.
Okay, I think we have a whole cupboard full of food containers. Let me open it. Wow. Yes, we have a lot of them, in all shapes and sizes.
We certainly do. It's good to have a variety. We need to choose the right container for the right food. We want something that is airtight, which means it has a lid that closes very tightly to keep the food fresh.
Okay, so what do we need for the leftover schnitzels? They are quite large and flat. This long rectangular plastic container looks like it would be a good size.
That looks perfect. We can lay the 2 schnitzels flat inside it without them overlapping too much. And what about the potato salad?
For the potato salad, we should probably use one of these glass containers. It's a bit deeper, and sometimes I think glass is better for storing things with a sauce or dressing.
I agree. Glass doesn't absorb smells or stains like plastic sometimes can. This medium-sized square glass container with the clip-on lid looks ideal. It will be perfectly airtight.
We have chosen our containers. A rectangular plastic one for the schnitzel, and a square glass one for the potato salad. What should we store first?
Let's start with the potato salad. It's important to put food that contains ingredients like mayonnaise or a vinegar and oil dressing into the refrigerator as soon as possible.
That makes sense. You don't want to leave it sitting out at room temperature for too long. Okay, I have the glass container and a spoon. I will carefully transfer the potato salad from the serving bowl into the container.
Try to get all of it in there. You can use a spatula to scrape the last little bits out of the bowl. We don't want to waste any of it.
Good idea. Okay, all the potato salad is now in the container. It fits perfectly. Now, I just need to put the lid on.
Make sure you press down on all 4 sides so the clips lock into place. You should hear a little click sound. That's how you know it's properly sealed and airtight.
I heard 4 clicks. This lid is on tight. The potato salad is now safe and ready for the refrigerator.
Great! The potato salad is done. Now it's time to take care of the leftover Wiener Schnitzel.
Okay, I have the rectangular container right here. So should I just put the 2 schnitzels inside and close the lid?
We can do that, but let's think about it for a moment. What is the best thing about a fresh Wiener Schnitzel?
The best thing is the breading. It's so wonderfully crispy and crunchy.
Exactly. And what is the biggest problem with leftover schnitzel? The breading can become soft and soggy in the refrigerator.
Ah, that is a classic problem. So, is there any way to prevent that from happening? How can we keep it crispy?
We can't keep it perfectly crispy, but we can help it. First, it's important to let the schnitzels cool down completely to room temperature before we put them in the container. If they are still warm, they will create steam, and that moisture will make them soggy.
That's a great tip. These have been sitting on the table for a while, so they are completely cool now.
Perfect. Now, when you place them in the container, try to lay them flat, side by side. If you stack them on top of each other, they will trap moisture. A single layer is best.
Okay, the schnitzels are in their container, side by side. The lid is on. The potato salad is also in its container. They are both ready for the fridge. So, what's the plan for eating them?
Well, now we can think about how we want to reuse them. This is the fun part. Let's start with the schnitzel. How could we eat that tomorrow?
We could try to reheat it in the oven. That might make it a little bit crispy again. And we could eat it with the potato salad, just like we did tonight.
That's a good option, but I have another idea which I think is even better. We could eat the schnitzel cold.
Cold? Is cold schnitzel a popular thing to eat?
Yes, it's very popular. The best way to eat cold schnitzel is in a bread roll.
It's a classic Austrian fast food or snack called a Schnitzelsemmel.
A Schnitzelsemmel? Of course! I have seen them in bakeries and snack shops everywhere. It's a schnitzel inside a big, crusty bread roll, sometimes with some ketchup or mayonnaise.
Exactly. We have some fresh bread rolls that we bought this morning. We could cut one open, put a cold schnitzel inside, and we would have a delicious and very authentic Austrian lunch.
I love the idea of making a Schnitzelsemmel for lunch tomorrow. It's so easy and it sounds delicious. So that's our plan for the schnitzel. Now, what about the leftover potato salad?
Well, the easiest thing to do is to just eat it as a side dish with our Schnitzelsemmel. It would be a perfect combination, just like tonight's dinner.
That's true. It would be very simple, but is there a way to make it a little more interesting? To make it feel like a new dish?
Of course. A great thing about leftovers is that you can add new ingredients to them to transform them. Our potato salad is quite simple right now. It's just potatoes, onions, and a vinegar and oil dressing.
So, what could we add to it?
We could add some other fresh ingredients from the fridge. For example, we could chop up some of those pickles and add them. A little bit of crunchy, sour pickle would be delicious.
I like that idea. We could also chop up a hard-boiled egg and mix it in. That would add some protein and make it even more filling.
That's a fantastic idea. We could also add some fresh herbs, like chopped parsley or chives from the garden. With a few simple additions, our leftover potato salad becomes a whole new, exciting dish.
So, I think we have a solid plan for our leftovers. We have brainstormed some great ideas.
Yes, we have. Let's put the ideas together and make a final meal plan. So, for our lunch tomorrow, what are we having?
For our lunch tomorrow, we are going to have a delicious, homemade Schnitzelsemmel. We will take a fresh, crusty bread roll, cut it in half, and put one of the cold leftover schnitzels inside.
That sounds perfect. I'm already looking forward to it. And what will we have on the side?
On the side, we will have our upgraded leftover potato salad. We will take the salad from the container and mix in some chopped pickles, a hard-boiled egg, and some fresh parsley.
A Schnitzelsemmel with the side of gourmet potato salad. That sounds like a meal from a restaurant, not like leftovers.
I know! It's going to be a fantastic lunch. And the best part is that it will take us only about 5 minutes to prepare because the main components are already cooked.
No cooking tomorrow. I love it. This is the best plan ever. We are saving money, reducing waste, and getting a delicious and easy lunch. Leftovers are my new favorite thing.
Our plan is perfect. The last step before we finish in the kitchen is to put the containers in the refrigerator. But I have one more tip for being extra organized.
You have so many good tips. What is it?
It's a good idea to label the containers, especially if you have a lot of different leftovers in your fridge.
Label them? You mean write on them what is inside?
Exactly. And more importantly, you should write the date that you cooked the food. I have some special labels and a pen right here. So on this one, I will write potato salad and today's date, August 29th.
That is such a good habit. Why is it so important?
It helps you to keep track of how old your leftovers are. Most leftovers are good for about 3 to 4 days in the fridge. By writing the date, you know exactly how long you have to eat them. It also prevents you from discovering a mystery container at the back of the fridge 2 weeks later.
I have definitely found some mystery containers in my life. This is a much better system. Okay, I've put a label on the schnitzel container. Now we can put them away.
Yes, let's put them on the top shelf so we don't forget about them. Our work here is almost done.
The containers are labeled and are now safely in the refrigerator. They are waiting for us to turn them into a delicious lunch tomorrow.
It feels good, doesn't it? To have everything cleaned up and put away, and to know that no food was wasted.
It feels great. And I have learned so much about leftovers tonight. I learned about letting food cool down, about using the right containers, and about how to transform leftovers into a new meal.
And you also learned about the Austrian classic, the Schnitzelsemmel. That was a very important cultural lesson.
Absolutely. I feel like a true expert on leftovers now. Thank you for teaching me. This was much more fun than just throwing the food away.
I'm happy to help. It's a good skill to have. Now, the kitchen is almost clean. All we have to do is wash the last few pots and pans from dinner.
I can do that. You did most of the cooking, so it's only fair that I do most of the cleaning. Why don't you go and relax on the sofa?
Are you sure? We can do it together.
I'm sure. It will only take me 10 minutes. Then our work for the day is officially over, and we can enjoy the rest of our Friday evening, feeling very satisfied and organized.